You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Chelsea have made another surprise in the transfer market by recruiting Dario Essugo from Sporting CP. The talented young midfielder from Portugal has officially joined Stamford Bridge with a transfer fee of £18 million and has immediately signed a long-term contract until 2033. Essugo is known as one of the best talents from the Sporting Academy, even making his debut in the senior team when he was only 16 years old. At that time, he was the youngest debutant in the club's history. Now, at the age of 19, Chelsea sees huge long-term potential in him. This move is in line with the Blues' long-term project under the ownership of Clear Lake Capital and Todd Boehly, which focuses on building a quality young squad with a super long contract duration. Essugo plays as a defensive midfielder, but has the flexibility to play as a box-to-box midfielder. He is known for his extraordinary stamina, strong physical duels, and ability to read the game very maturely for his age. Although he is unlikely to be an immediate starter in the first team, Essugo's presence will add depth to Chelsea's midfield, especially considering the long and busy season that will see the Blues compete in the Premier League, domestic cups and the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup. With Maresca in charge, young players like Essugo are believed to be able to develop more quickly because of the modern tactical system that relies on ball possession and distribution from midfield. This transfer may not have received as much media attention as other big sagas, but it is not impossible that Essugo could be one of Chelsea's best investments in the next few years.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The Blues are ready to shake up the market again with a big plan involving two top strikers, an explosive winger, and a huge wave of outgoings. Chelsea are back in the hunt for a striker with two big names at the top of their list, Victor Osimhen and Victor Gyökeres. Both are available for around £60 million. And Chelsea are reportedly not content with just Liam Delap. Osimhen has long been a top target. With a Premier League style of play, incredible physical strength, and a predatory instinct, he has been dubbed Maresca's dream striker. But don't forget Gyökeres, who has just hit 40 goals for Sporting Lisbon. Chelsea love the type of player he is, tough, clinical, and hungry for goals. On the wing, Alejandro Garnacho is hotting up. The United man is frustrated at being benched in the Europa League final and has reportedly signaled to his agent to push for a move to Chelsea. Other rivals? Dortmund's Jamie Bino Gittens and Athletic Club's Nico Williams. But Nico's price and salary make Chelsea think twice, while Gittens fits the criteria of young and potential. The goalkeeper position could also change. Although Robert Sanchez is supported by the club, George Petrovic's performance has attracted attention. If Maresca is not satisfied with these two names, Lucas Chevalier or Mike Maignan could be on the radar. To fund big spending, Chelsea will release many players this summer. The list is long. Ben Chilwell and Raheem Sterling could leave because of their high salaries and minimal contribution. Armando Broja, Joao Felix, and Axel Disasi are no longer in the plan. Christopher Nkunku and Kieran Dewsbury Hall could be sold even though they were only bought last year. Even Trevoh Chalobah, despite his good performances, could still be sacrificed. Kepa, with a small release clause, is almost certain to leave. And don't forget the potential transfer of Jadon Sancho, who can be redeemed for just £25 million after a fairly convincing loan period.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Nicholas Jackson is reportedly unhappy at Stamford Bridge. The Senegalese striker, who was first choice last season with 44 appearances and 17 goals, now feels his position is under threat. The reason? Chelsea are chasing two young strikers at once, Liam Delap from Ipswich and Hugo Ekitike from Eintracht Frankfurt. According to an exclusive report by Simon Phillips, Jackson is starting to feel uneasy with the direction of the club. Chelsea are very close to securing Delap's services. The player has even undergone a medical, and the transfer is expected to be completed next week. Meanwhile, Ekitike remains on the list of targets after Frankfurt opened up the opportunity for negotiations. Brought in from Villarreal for £32 million in 2023, Jackson is now considering his future. If he leaves, Manchester United could be his next port of call. The Red Devils had previously been monitoring Delap, but have now shifted their focus to Jackson after Chelsea took the lead in the hunt for the young English striker. Delap himself performed impressively with Ipswich last season, despite his team being relegated. He has scored 12 Premier League goals, and his £30 million release clause is now active, prompting Chelsea to move quickly to avoid being overtaken by other teams. The arrival of Delap and the potential arrival of Ekitike will create fierce competition in the Blues' attack. The Club World Cup is a defining stage of the season. Who starts in the opening game against Club Leon in Mexico could be an indication of who Chelsea's main striker will be next season. The transfer window has only just begun, but the drama in Chelsea's front line is already heating up. Will Jackson leave, or will he rise up and reclaim his place? What is clear is that Chelsea's main striker next season remains a big mystery.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Having completed the £30 million transfer of Liam Delap, Chelsea are not resting on their laurels. The West London club are racing ahead with their next big move. Jamie Gittens, the explosive young winger who is being eyed as a new weapon ahead of the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup. The Telegraph reports that Chelsea have opened formal talks with Dortmund over the signing of Gittens, who has a £50 million release clause. Chelsea are moving quickly and want to complete the transfer before the tournament kicks off on June 14th. Gittens, a product of Chelsea's academy, moved to Dortmund in 2020. He has made 106 appearances for the first team, scoring 12 goals and providing 5 assists last season, including 23 appearances in the Champions League. His experience and potential make him a strategic target for Enzo Maresca's long-term project. However, Gittens' arrival threatens the future of Jadon Sancho. Chelsea are currently obliged to buy Sancho from Manchester United for around £25 million, but they can cancel it by paying a £5 million penalty if no deal is reached on new wages. The move also shows Chelsea are serious about the Club World Cup, which Maresca sees as a prestigious event with global marketing value and a prize pool of $1 billion. With Delap and Gittens set to join, Chelsea are starting to reshape their front line as they head into the new season with a sharper, younger, and more trophy-hungry squad.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Chelsea finally know who their first opponent in the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup will be. It is not Club Leon as originally planned, but Los Angeles FC, who dramatically won a ticket to the elite tournament just 2 weeks before the competition began. This situation arose after FIFA officially removed Leon from the tournament for violating multi-club ownership rules. To determine Leon's replacement, FIFA held a play-in match between LAFC, the 2023 CONCACAF finalists, and Club America, the highest-ranked team in the zone as of 2024. The dramatic match was played in Los Angeles and ended with a score of 2-1 for LAFC in extra time. That means Chelsea will face LAFC at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta, on June 16, 2025. This will be the opening match of Group D, which also features Flamengo and Esperance de Tunis, 2 giant clubs from Brazil and Tunisia. Chelsea themselves qualified for the tournament as the 2021 UEFA Champions League champions, and come with the status of 2025 UEFA Conference League champions. Group D is called the Group of Death because it is filled with 3 continental champions from CONMEBOL, CAF, and CONCACAF, as well as the European giants. Whoever qualifies will have to fight tooth and nail. Chelsea will face Flamengo on June 20th and Esperance on June 24th. But the first match against LAFC is crucial. The result in the opening match could determine the fate of the Blues in this tournament. Chelsea must be vigilant. This is not a friendly match, this is the world stage, and on this stage, only the best survive.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Jadon Sancho's future at Chelsea is once again a big question mark. Although the £25 million buy clause has been activated after Chelsea finished above 14th this season, the club has not made a final decision on his permanent status. According to journalist Ben Jacobs, if negotiations fail, Sancho could be returned to Manchester United with a penalty of £5 million. Chelsea are in intensive talks with Sancho's agent, but the biggest obstacle is the salary structure. The 25-year-old player must be willing to take a significant pay cut if he wants to stay at Stamford Bridge. On the other hand, Sancho's performance this season has also not been convincing. In 31 Premier League matches, he has only contributed 3 goals and 5 assists. In contrast to his performance in the Conference League, where he performed better with 2 goals and 5 assists in 8 matches, including 1 important goal in the final against Real Betis. If Chelsea and Sancho fail to find an agreement, the winger will return to Old Trafford. Chelsea themselves are not sitting idly by. The club is now starting to look at alternatives. The first name that has emerged is Borussia Dortmund's Jamie Gittens. The England under-21 winger has scored 12 goals this season and is said to be very open to a move to the Premier League. Chelsea are said to have fallen with Gittens' profile, which is considered to fit the club's long-term vision. The decision on Sancho will be a major domino for Chelsea's steps in the transfer market. If he leaves, the recruitment of a new winger is almost certain. But if he stays, it could be a young winger project like Gittens, who will be prepared as internal competition. What is certain is that Sancho's future is uncertain. And for Chelsea, this decision could determine the direction of Maresca's squad in his first season at the club.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.